just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Joshin. Today's episode is a pretty special one. We got the in-laws, got Rachel's parents, the wonderful Kristen and Keith. So let's give it up for them and let's just start the podcast. Let's get it. How are you guys? How you doing?
Good.
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Fantastic. Episode has been in the works for many weeks now. had a lot of conflicting schedule problems, or work has gotten in the way, or whatever the case was. We are here and ready to roll. All right, first things first. Real quick, kind of give a brief background. I've only known you guys for 2 years now. I want to kind of talk about real quick, when did you guys meet? How'd you meet?
Oh, we met delivering newspapers.
Yeah.
Back in what?
2010. 2010.
2010. So yeah. 3 o'clock in the morning doing newspapers.
Yeah.
3 in the morning?
Oh, between 2 and 3 in the morning we were up. Yeah.
Actually, I knew you before that because I had asked you.
Yes. We met when I was covering people's routes because I didn't have my own route.
That's right.
I had just gotten back. I had just gotten laid off at my one job and there was no routes open. So I was covering routes and somebody recommended me to her and I covered a route. And then I told her a better way to do a route. And she was like, who the hell's this asshole telling me how to do my route?
That's very true. I was like, who is this guy? And it was funny because our paper companies had just merged. So everything was all new to us. So I came from just delivering the New York Times, and Keith was delivering the local paper, the Times Herald Record, and they merged us all into one in a different depot, quite a few miles away from each other.
Well, different depot for you. It was still the same depot for me.
Yeah. So everything was new. They gave me a new route, had no idea about it. It was, I was used to doing Middletown, and they gave me an area that I was very unfamiliar with, but he was. So they had recommended somebody to cover and to do the route. And that's how I met him, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then when did you guys make it official? When you started dating?
13, 14?
14.
2013, 2014, around there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you guys knew each other for 3 or 4 years prior to dating?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we talked a lot.
Were you still with your ex-husband at the time, Kristen?
Yes. Yes, I was. And actually, you lived with us for a period of time.
Yeah, I did.
You stayed with us until your apartment was ready.
So my apartment was ready.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yeah.
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 Damn,
Yeah.
Sleeping with the roommates, that's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna get into the juicy stuff. All right.
Well, that wasn't juicy.
That wasn't juicy enough.
No, that was great. I loved it. It was such a.
Our relationship's like a soap.
How's the
days of our lives?
We can get more into it later. All right.
Oh, okay.
I got
great.
Real quick though. Actually, what did your job entail as far as like news? Like that does I don't know. Back in the day, I feel like the news was a little bigger, but or newspaper jobs are bigger.
Oh yeah, it was. At one time, we were pushing out 200 to 300 newspapers a day.
Yeah.
And by the time we left, I had
like
just over 100 papers I was delivering. Nobody wants a newspaper anymore.
Yeah,
it's a dying industry.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything now is all digital. So.
Oh, absolutely. You can get the newspaper on your phone.
Yeah.
Every day.
I'm pretty sure there's a newspaper app. Like.
Yeah, exactly. And when you get the newspaper app, you're getting the news from that day. But when you get the paper itself,
you have to wait.
It's yesterday's news.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. Everything's all quick now. Everything
instant news.
And what used to be the newspaper used to be like 60, 70 pages is now like 20, 25.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, there's no articles in there anymore. It's all ads.
Yeah, most of it's all advertisements.
And
Oh, really?
You know, yeah,
Yeah.
most of it. Yeah. Here anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say the newspaper is definitely a dying business.
Yeah, you were up at 2:00 in the morning. You had to have your route done by 6, Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday you had till 7. So you had to get all your deliveries done by 6:00 or 7:00.
That never happened with me though. I never did that.
That's because Keith wasn't there to show you the route, proper way to do it.
That's right. See, he knows.
No. When I delivered the New York Times, I did it on my time, and I got it done when I got it done. I used to get up at like 4 a.m, and I would, do it in, Kristen time and get it done, and that was it.
Yeah.
I could have cared less. So, but they got their papers. They never complained. They were used to it.
Advertising.
That's good.
Did I do that good? Advertising?
Nah, not sponsored. Not sponsored. Is that a Stewart soda? Is that what that is?
Yes.
It is.
I don't drink soda, but
He's the
unless
only
it's
one.
with liquor. That's about it. That's the only time I really drink soda. But all right, the juicy stuff. All right.
Okay.
First, all right. So you guys, the first time I met you guys was when I surprised Rachel by coming up. I think, right? That was the first time I met you guys, when I came up for like a couple days. This was like, I think it was winter break, the first week of winter break or something like that. I came up to surprise Rachel, to visit her, and I think she had to she asked you to make sure it was okay for me to come over. You guys remember that?
Vaguely, but the first time you met her was when the crazy lady with the cable TV.
Well, that's true too, but I never had a I never conversated with her. I don't even think I said anything. I didn't say a single word. So
The first time we did meet you, actually, is when we picked up Rachel to come home. And
okay, I
you
do
had
remember
given
that.
her a flower in a soda can or a juice bottle or something along that line.
I do remember that.
Yeah, do you remember that?
I think I vaguely remember that, but I'm just so charming.
Yeah, well,
Let me go.
college kids make it work however they can, right?
Yeah, and okay, so I think I do remember that because I was helping bring stuff down.
Yes.
Yes.
That's when I properly introduced myself, because I think me and Rachel were talking for like a month or two. But all right. So, what was your first impression of me?
Nice kid. Bit of a nerd.
Or did I have
Kids-
glasses on at the time?
Yeah, you had your
Yeah.
glasses on.
And couldn't figure out
I think
what-
I had them on. That was purposely planted, so that way it made it seem like I wasn't a douche.
I was like, Rachel, really?
Rachel, he didn't seem like your type, you know?
Still not. But
Still not.
still not her type.
She is, you don't seem like a very high maintenance type of person, and we know she is.
She's very high maintenance.
I know.
We love her, yeah,
I know.
but she's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Always.
Sometimes I feel like I don't put enough work in, so I feel bad. So I got to start picking up my slack. So that's a conversation for another time. So we'll just leave it at that. So, all right, thought I was a nerd. Seemed like a good kid. Now what do you think?
You still
complete-
seem like a good kid.
No, you're a good guy. You're definitely I definitely now see you and Rachel together. You kind of ground her a little bit more, I think.
Someone has to.
You reel her in a little bit.
Yeah.
However, the two of you are very impulsive.
Yes.
Yes. And
I
impatient.
think so. Yeah, I
Impatient.
definitely got the impatience a little bit.
Little?
Little?
What do you mean little? What wait.
Did you send it out? Did you get this? Is it coming soon?
Oh,
When did you
I only sent one message. And I literally specified. I said there's no rush. I just wanted to make sure I was looking out for it. It didn't get stolen. We don't live in the best area.
Where's my weed? When's my weed coming?
What's
What
this
the?
coming?
I didn't even think to ask you guys when I got it.
No,
I bought it off my aunt, and then when you guys had Mario Sluggers, I was like, oh my god, I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rachel and I are very two stubborn people. We clash, but I love her to death. So, speaking of love, what were your thoughts? What was your initial impression of when I asked for your guys' blessing?
God, somebody's going to take her off of our hands.
No, I was expecting it. I didn't know when, but you and I had kind of discussed it beforehand.
Yeah, I think that was like a couple months prior.
Months prior. Yeah, I told you, you're a good kid. You're smart. Got a good head on your shoulders. So, I had no problem with it. I was honored that you asked.
Of course, I
Oh.
can't not. I just
Yeah.
I felt bad at the time. Like I felt like because I already had the ring. Because I like deep down I knew you guys wouldn't really because we all got along well. Like everyone got along well. I knew like when I bought the ring, I was like they're gonna give me their blessing. Like I wasn't like worried necessarily about that, but I thought maybe I was like, okay, maybe I should have asked before I got the ring. That was the only thing I would have changed. But then again, it knew we all got along, so I wasn't too worried about it. But
No.
There was no issue whatsoever.
but that was that
Still
moment
waiting
was
for
so
my
fun.
dowry, though.
The what?
I want my dowry. I want 4 chickens and 2 cows.
The what?
A dowry.
Dowry.
I don't know
It's
what that is.
They used to do that way back in like the 1800s when.
What were you?
Used to,
The
somebody-
Amish? The Amish might do that.
no,
No.
it's European people mostly.
Yeah, mostly European. So when the gentleman asked the family,
He also had to give them
He had-
something.
he had-
Oh, it was like an offering.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Dowry.
you're taking our daughter. Now what are you
What
going
do
to
you
give her?
Yeah, so like a cow, few chickens, a pig,
A sheep.
Yeah.
I want 4 chickens and 2 cows.
That's all she's worth. Damn.
That's a lot of side of beef, my friend.
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know how much. I've never looked into it, but I don't know how much a cow would even cost. Sure, it's a few grand. I'm sure. But so what? That moment that I did ask though is like the timing was funny only because Rachel took the dog out, and that's and then we put Kristen on the spot.
Oh my God, yes. See?
Now you
She's
gotta
already. The waterworks are coming.
Go to the bathroom quick. Go
Oh my
fresh-
god, it was so
Oh yeah.
so funny.
Hey, I pulled it off though.
Yes, she did.
I don't think Rachel was even paying attention that closely, though, to be completely honest.
She really wasn't.
She really doesn't.
Oh, she tells me I don't pay attention, which is true. I'm oblivious to the world because I don't necessarily care what's going on. Like, unless I'm in like a public area and like I need to be on edge because I feel like unsafe or something, I don't really care what's going on around me. Stuff like that. But
Really?
no, not at all. I don't know. Unless I need to, I don't know. It's all situational too. Like, I feel like something might happen, or like when I'm driving, I'm obviously paying attention and stuff. Like situations where I might get myself in, like hurt or in like, you gotta pay attention. When we're grocery shopping, I don't care. Like I don't look at. I'm for one, I want to get out of there. I hate grocery shopping. So.
I think all guys do.
I hate grocery shopping.
Dude, it's so awful. The only time it's fun is when it's like getting snacks. Snacks for myself.
Yes, but then you complain that when we come home, it's like, well, you didn't get this? Well, you didn't tell me to get this.
That's fair.
Next time you want something, you come along.
I don't mind September through December because I bring my phone,
And
I
he
hook
watch
up to the Wi-Fi,
And he
and I watch the football game.
I see. I wouldn't necessarily do that because I think in the Wegmans near us, once you get like into the store, you lose all signal. So.
Oh no, they got a Wi-Fi at ShopRite.
I'll see it. Wi-Fi. I'm sure if I connected to Wegmans Wi-Fi, it's probably I might get 1 bar, not even.
Oh, it's all right. So I pushed the cart and I watched the game.
Yeah, but the thing with Rachel, if I do that, she's gonna be like, "Get off your phone. We're shopping," or like, you need to help me." Like, okay, well, there goes that. She does complain that I'm on my phone a lot, which I am guilty of, but also when we're shopping, she usually knows what we're getting, and I don't really care. They're the same people.
I just get told, can you put this in the basket? Can you put it in the basket? I'm like, fine, whatever. As long as you're here and you're telling me what you want and I don't have to go back out to get it, then we're all good.
My favorite thing ever, and it doesn't matter if it's food, clothes, anything. If she says, "Hey, do you like this or do you want this?" and I'll be like, "Sure." She'll be like, "Are you?" Or I'll be like, "Yeah, I want it." And she's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, put it in the basket." And she's like, "I don't know though. I don't really know if I want it." I'm like, "Then why the hell did you ask? Why even fucking spend the time to ask me?"
But that's a high maintenance Rachel thing.
So annoying. And then it happened on the last casual cooking when she asked me, she's like, "Should I put the pasta in?" I was like, "Yeah, it looks good." And she's like, "Are you sure though?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "No, I think I'm gonna wait." All right, why even ask?
We love watching that with you guys.
Dude, it's great. We have another episode ready to go out. So
one of the girls at work asked me if Rachel was a bitch.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Attaboy.
I need a lawyer before I answer these questions. I'm just kidding. But all right, so asked for the blessing, got that, and then who is and will always be your favorite son-in-law? I think it's pretty obvious because I'm the only.
I don't know. We haven't met him yet.
Me. It's me.
Is it you?
It's got to be. I'm the only one.
Well,
you'll probably be the first.
You'll be the first. But we do have Ashley, and if she ever does get married, we'll have to compare the future to you, and we'll weigh you out, and we'll
whoever buys me a Tesla first will be my favorite.
That depends. That all depends on the people. You got to subscribe, like the videos, get the channel going. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, so it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I'm only 4 away.
Yep. Good.
But they always say with like YouTube and stuff, the first 100 is the hardest, and then it doesn't necessarily get easier, but they say it's a lot easier to get to 1,000 versus 100. That makes sense because like you're a nobody, now you have a little bit of things. But
traction.
We'll see how it goes. I like it. I like doing the videos, so I'm not, and it doesn't consume all of my time, so I'm not too worried about it. The casual cooking series, I want to post more, but like with work, it's hard sometimes. And then on the weekends, we always got to do certain stuff, so we never have time. And
yep.
Yeah, we feel the same way because we have every other weekend to do things.
Oh, is that how your schedule works? You have every other weekend?
Yes, I work every other weekend. This is my weekend off, but I'm actually working my other job tonight. So.
Oh, is that the Zoom meeting job?
Oh, hotel.
Hotel.
Oh yeah, I forgot you work at the hotel too.
Yeah, I do a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, real quick, let's me and Rachel at some point we are going to get married. We kind of started making a list of guests. Obviously we don't have any like real plan yet. Rachel has it all though. She said she's had her wedding plan since she was like 12, so she's the leader in this. I'm just kind of there for the entertainment.
That's this all marriages. Guy is just for the wedding. The guy is just there. Just
oh yeah.
Let me know what time I got to be there at the church or wherever I'm getting married. We're good to go.
We're all good. Yeah.
That's literally like all I care about is just having the. And actually, I was telling this to Rachel too. So I think the way Like she'll have whatever wedding she wants. I really want to keep like the actual wedding, like the ceremony and all that, like very small, and then have a party and do it way cheaper by renting out like I don't know, what do they like called a gazebo or some shit where they have it's like an outdoor thing and have just like a big party. That's base
Billion?
Huge
or
tent.
pavilion. That's what. Yeah.
Okay.
But
You could do that.
that's what I want to do. We'd save thousands of dollars by literally doing that, and then, just basically have a huge party afterwards where we can invite way more people. Because I don't know, I think when you have to, because with the wedding you have to like think about per plate or per person. It's like on average like $125 or whatever the case is, and then and you got to do the venue, and then depending on the venue you have to have a certain amount of people. I just think it's a lot to like go through with it.
Yeah. Depends what you want to do. Do you want to have a sit down? Do you want to have a buffet, barbecue? What kind of reception do you want to have? That's, I guess, is what you're.
So the reception is the thing that's where like the
That's the party.
Okay. Oh, see that's what I'm thinking. That could just be done by ourselves. Like we just host that ourselves and not have to worry about. Obviously we'll like pay for food and stuff, but it'd be more of like a buffet style cookout type of thing. And then that's what I want at least. And then to keep it outdoors, like have it. I think she wants to get married in like September or something, so the weather will be relatively nice, but not too hot where everyone's like dying.
Mm.
Yeah, that's again what's the ceremony? The ceremony is that which costs more, the reception or the ceremony?
The reception.
The reception.
Usually, the ceremony you have to give $200-300 to the pastor, and that's about it. Or
whoever's officiating,
or the
yeah,
justice of the peace, or whoever you're having officiate.
Okay.
And then you have about photographer and music if you have somebody who knows how to do that. Flowers, and then your reception. But
Yeah.
So many don't ask us. We were married, back in the dinosaur age, back in the 90s.
Yep.
So, things were a lot different then.
Yeah. That's another thing too. We're waiting for COVID to kind of blow over a little bit because of all the restrictions and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I definitely want to. I do want to keep it relatively cheap. I'm not going to be like cheap about it, but I don't want to have to spend $15,000 on a wedding when we can totally throw like a fun party with our whole family and everybody there for way less if we do it like an unofficial way. I don't know. I don't know.
Things are so different nowadays. It's not like you have to have it in a reception hall.
Yeah.
Things are, I think, a lot more casual nowadays than they used to be.
Last wedding, yeah, that was a pretty casual wedding. Missy's wedding.
Yeah, I mean, it was at the yacht club.
It was at the yacht club.
But I mean, it was outdoors, and then we went inside, and it was, the food was catered in, I think.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't like JL or.
Yeah, that was an all-out wedding.
JL's was a wedding.
Yeah.
Big one.
Even Nicole's was at the hotel.
Nicole's, yeah, that was at a hotel.
Yeah.
Nice hotel with kind of rustic.
It was
rustic reception area.
Yeah.
It was outside, and then it had a small
indoor
area,
and it was outdoor, and they, it was catered.
The most important thing is open bar.
No, absolutely not. This is what we actually talked about this. Listen, this is what we talked about. For now, what we'll do is like every couple weeks we'll buy a bottle of something and just put it aside, and that way we have the alcohol for people to do whatever they want with. And we don't have to blow a bunch of money on alcohol at the time. Open bar, it's like, I think it's like, I want to say like 800 per person or something.
What?
Well, listen, this is something we'll discuss later.
Okay, we'll cut off camera.
I remember I didn't want an open bar at my wedding.
I'm pretty sure it's super expensive.
Probably not as expensive as you're saying. But
all depends what alcohols you have. You have top shelf stuff, you have middle shelf, and bottom shelf.
Listen,
obviously,
all I know
everything top shelf. You're not going to walk in with a huge bottle of Grey Goose.
Grey Goose ain't even that good. I don't like. It's
I disagree.
pretty bad, but
We'll agree to disagree.
that's fine. That's perfect. That's perfect. I have a bottle of Grey Goose next to me. Not very. I think it all tastes the same to me. Vodka all tastes the same to me. Especially when you mix it. Put it in something, it's gonna taste the same.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you don't go to top shelf when you're mixing. You go to
Gotcha.
middle of the road.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how the pricing goes. Again, we haven't looked at all into any of this, but I do want to keep it. I want to try to at least keep it under $10,000. Like that's definitely my goal or my thing. Because I'd rather spend a lot of money on like a honeymoon or something like that, like something that her and I can do and travel if we're gonna like leave and do stuff like a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely want to not cheap wedding, but not go crazy. I don't know.
Most important thing, have a good time.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I know we can have a good time without having to spend $25,000 on a wedding. You know what I mean? Like, it's possible. It's easy. Yep. All of my friends, my whole family is a good time regardless. Like, no matter what we do, everyone's gonna have a good time together. So. As long as there's alcohol. Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's right. There better be. All right. But speaking of the wedding or getting married, what's one thing that Rachel and I should do before we get married? Like one little thing of advice.
Before you get married.
Like, is there anything that we should do? If not, then this question doesn't really mean anything. But
well, you're doing it. You're living together. Live together first.
Yeah.
So you know whether you can tolerate the person.
What are you looking at me for?
Because you can't tolerate.
Well, I can't look at Rachel right now, so he has to look at you.
We've been living together now for 7 years.
Yep.
And it seems to be working just fine. Even with me working from home now, it seems to be working fine.
Yeah, I eat better now that she's working from home.
You eat better. Oh Jesus! I definitely Rachel cooks a lot for us. I think like occasionally, I mean, I'll cook like steak and broccoli, but other than that, she's always trying these new things, which is cool. So she's doing that. She's doing that for us.
I'm the grill guy.
Yeah, see, I'm the same way. I'll work a grill, but then again, we don't really have a grill. We're also in an apartment complex, so we can't really grill.
Right.
No.
People do, but
you could go to your mom's and grill.
That's fair, but then again, she I don't think she'd want us over there all the time cooking.
No, but you could go over there once in a while and
No, yeah. Well, it's weird because people at our apartment complex, they have their grills outside and they kind of leave them out there, but it's like I would never do that. I don't know. I guess people have just more faith in other humans than I do, but I feel like, especially the area we live in, I wouldn't want to leave a grill out there because it could easily get taken.
Where do they leave it? Upstairs on your porch?
No, they leave it right in the grass.
Oh.
It's so weird. Like I literally pass like other apartment buildings and there's grills right outside. I mean, granted, they might have just used it recently and they haven't just put it away yet, but I don't know. I think they're genuinely just leaving it outside. So, but I don't know. I wouldn't trust it.
No, I wouldn't either.
All right, this question right here comes from a friend of mine. Asking, so I'm asking for a friend. Okay, not me. It's not me. Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So, how do you guys deal with Rachel's attitude? I'm asking for a friend.
Listen,
not me, but
listen. She doesn't give me attitude.
Nice.
She doesn't. She's got me wrapped around her little finger. If she needs something or wants something, Keith, okay, no problem. There's the one that gets the attitude.
I get the attitude.
Mm.
And I talk right back to her. Listen, I love Rachel. to death. But I don't take her shit. I don't take her attitude. And if she does give it to me, I tell her that I don't deserve this, I don't need it, and you need to quit it. So.
I think I've tried all 4 of those lines and none of them worked for me. So, or my friend, sorry.
Yeah, she'll get a little bit of a toot as well. And I'm like, I'm done, Rachel. I'm done. I'm just done.
And then I'll yell at her, come on, take it easy on her.
And I'm like, no.
Oh my God.
Like, no. No. There's no need for this. So.
Oh shit. Yeah, so with her little attitude, little sparks that she gets, I always I try to combat with it too, and then I become the bad guy, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Because then I either she'll get such an attitude, and I'll be like, I'll come back and I'll raise my voice a little bit, and she's like, you're yelling at me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not yelling at you, I'm giving you the same energy you're giving me right now. That is what I deal with on a daily basis. But
nope, I never got the attitude from her.
He's always right though.
No, because she knows where to go to get what she wants.
That's true.
And he gives in to her all the time. Never says no.
That's not true. There was one time I said no.
Yeah, and what happened to that?
It's still in the house.
Right, exactly.
Oh, is that the cat? The cat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the cat who became my best friend. I want a cat. I want a cat. I want a cat.
And I kept saying, we have a cat. We have a cat. We have a cat. So she snuck Scooter into the house, and I went ape shit.
Yeah, that was the maddest I think I've ever seen you.
Yeah, I scared both the girls. Both the girls were scared to death.
Yeah. So, P.S. Scooter is still with us.
I lost.
Yeah.
But Cupcake really does enjoy having Scooter around, I believe.
Yes, Cupcake likes Scooter.
Yes, now.
But Cupcake don't like anybody else but me.
Yes, that's true. Cupcake, the cat who was born on him.
Literally.
Yeah, that's what I can't believe that. That's so weird.
Yes. So, yeah, Cupcake won't go to anybody but Keith. Sometimes he'll mistaken me
in the dark at night.
In the dark, and he'll come over to me. I'll pet him, and I'm like, "Hey, Cuppy," and he'll run.
That's not Keith's voice.
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
I've never seen a mad Keith.
Yeah, it happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
And then Scooter became my best friend when he bit me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave him a bath. After the bath, he bit, and then while we were starting to dry him off, he just latched onto her arm,
sunk his teeth into my wrist, and
finally let go. And I took her to the emergency room. And after that,
I had to get a tetanus shot and everything in the emergency room.
We come home and the cat's just like, I'm sorry, rubbing his legs, rubbing up against her legs, in and out, all, and just.
And ever since then, he will not leave my side. He is literally my best friend.
He felt bad.
He did.
He did.
It's love out of guilt.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And then now you guys have a dog too. Well, it's Ashley's dog, but
no, we have a dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys, I think, are taking care of it more than her.
No, she works. But
yeah.
I spend a lot of time with Oliver.
Does your job, you work it from home, right? Most of the time?
No, all the time.
Oh,
now.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yep. Our office has made the announcement that we are officially closing the office, our physical location. So we are all going to be work from home.
Wow.
Yep.
Pretty crazy. I feel like a lot of companies are going to start doing that.
Yeah, because it saves a lot in rent.
I was going to say they don't have to rent out the space.
Saves a lot on overhead.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, if you're working from home virtually, doing the same thing you could in an office. And, a lot of companies are finding out after the pandemic, that they can afford to do this.
Yeah, and with with the option now with Zoom,
Teams.
you're able to see the person that you want to talk to.
Yeah.
I think the only issue that I can see is like from a employee standpoint is like if your house isn't really or like apartment isn't really able to have like an office, like I feel like those people.
I see that as a small
We do have
small disadvantage.
we do have people that were working temporarily and they made like a makeshift desk and they didn't really have the room. But that doesn't mean that you couldn't figure out an area in your apartment or your home that you couldn't do that. You could work out some type of space. Fortunately we have an office that we were able to convert solely.
Yeah, we had a room that it worked out as an office very well.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I know people that were working on tray tables.
Well, it's not even necessarily like the space in general too. I mean, like, what if people have kids that are always home or like they have like babies and stuff? They take that work time was their time to not get away, but they were able to go to work and then come back home. But now it's always in the background.
Yeah, I agree. But then a lot of parents also had to learn how to deal with schooling from home. And doing school from home.
That was tough.
I really hope they don't get rid of schooling. Like they need to keep it in person. They can't be doing this online schooling, especially for college. I can kind of understand, but if that's the case, they need to lower tuition. They automatically have to do that if they're gonna do online classes. No reason a student should be paying $10,000 a semester if they're not even at the campus. And then, but like high school and lower, it has to be in person. That's such a critical point in people's lives.
That social interaction.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Especially with all the technology now, kids don't even look up from their damn phone. And so the fact that they're now all online, I guarantee they don't even, like, unless you have like a friend group, kids don't talk to other kids. Like, they're literally only like doing schoolwork online and then maybe chatting on their video chats with other students, but that's not the same as like talking to people in person.
No,
Right.
I agree. And they need to socialize because, that's, and sports too, with everything starting to come back little by little, I think the interactions will start to come back.
Hopefully.
I do.
Because these kids are all technology now, and like technology is great. It's a very advantageous invention. It's amazing, but it's also going to be the downfall of the human race if we like rely solely on it, and that's what I genuinely believe. Like people just don't have the human interaction as they used to.
No, they don't.
No, but we'll see. I don't think schooling is going to go away, though. I still, believe that they need
a brick and mortar building.
Yeah, they do. They won't go away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope for the sake of the youth. There's like, again, they need to be talking to each other. They need to be in not close quarters, but they need to be in one room talking and in person too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, because that's how you make friends.
Well, definitely. So the friends aspect too. That's how you meet people, play sports, like you were saying earlier. But a big thing too is kids learn, whether they want to believe it or not. Kids learn way better in person than they do at online. Because online, they're gonna lose focus. They're gonna be distracted by certain things. They're not gonna care as much.
They don't have the attention span.
Yeah.
That's something that comes with age and time.
Yeah. So, and then when you're in class, Mrs. Smith is going to be on your butt about focusing. So
I still haven't learned focus.
Yeah, I know. No, you do have focus for very few things.
He's still thinking about the open bar.
Exactly.
He's still trying to wrap his head around that one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna segue into real quick. You guys have any like plans or goals right now?
Yes. Move
Yeah.
south.
I was just about to see that was what I was gonna say. No matter what you said, I was gonna talk about. You guys want to move, I believe, to North Carolina.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you guys picked the area yet?
Well, we've kind of around the Raleigh area.
I've heard that area is really nice.
Yeah, that's one of the bigger areas people are moving into.
Yeah, we're trying to go to an area that hasn't been fully developed yet. Maybe a little south of Raleigh, southeast, southwest.
We're looking at Clayton,
Selma, Kenley.
Yeah, right around that area.
Somewhere where it would probably be about 45 minutes from Raleigh. So, but definitely within traveling distance to his father, my mother, being that they're both, down North Carolina and South Carolina.
Yeah, my father's over on the west side of North Carolina.
Almost like at the corner.
Yeah, right in the corner of like Tennessee and Georgia.
Yeah.
And her mom's down in Myrtle Beach area.
Have you guys been down there yet?
No. End of July.
Oh, okay. You guys already have a trip planned?
Yep.
Well,
we had it for last year, but COVID kind of pushed things back.
I mean, yeah, we were supposed to go on our cruise this summer, but
yeah, everything kind of got pushed, because of it. So we're gonna try again this year, and hopefully scout out an area and figure out where we want to be, and let the chips fall in place a little bit for us, because this way, maybe within a year's time I'll be able to take my job and hopefully be able to maybe even work down there, because it is out of the area. So that's still undeveloped territory for the company right now.
Yeah.
I kind of want to, get a little more solid in with the company. I've been there 6 years almost. So, but, this whole work at home thing is very new to our company. So I want to make sure that, I can go out of the area, work, be able to, do it legit.
Mm-hmm.
We probably have some people who have jetted out of the area, but, for tax purposes and, payroll purposes, can I take it out of area, and live somewhere else?
Yeah.
So, and be a resident somewhere else and not still use a New York address or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys right now, you guys obviously live in a rural area. I would consider a rural area.
Yeah.
Is the place you're looking in North Carolina, is it like more of a suburban area, like kind of how we are, or is it a rural area as well?
Rural.
It's probably more rural than where we are now.
No way.
Yeah, the one town I'm looking at's got a population of 946.
What the dude, I had more people in my graduating class. Holy shit. Oh, or I had almost as much people as my graduating class. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He wants to live in the middle of the woods.
I don't want any neighbors.
I think the apartment complex, I mean, regardless of where me and Rachel decide to go, we're probably going to have an apartment at first, because you got to scope it out, see if you even, we got to live there, and if we don't like the area, then we could always just come back. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, if you're not too sure on moving, I'm sure you guys are hesitant about it. But the thing, the thing that's that I'm okay with moving is we're young. We don't have anything really tying us down. We don't have kids. We don't have career jobs. We're not just leaving a career job and going somewhere else. We're kind of, and I think it's just take a shot in the dark. If it hits, boom, fucking, we got lucky. It happens. And if not, you just go back and start the hunt.
Find someplace else.
Exactly. And I think when we're young, you gotta try different things, because you'll never know. And that's the thing. I don't want to grow up and be like, oh, I wonder what happened if we did move. I wonder if it really would have worked out for us. So you never know until you actually do it. And so that's why I'm all right, let's just do it. Let's do it and strive to fucking succeed down wherever we go. Obviously, we're gonna have jobs lined up and stuff. We're not just gonna move, but it's a matter of doing what's it, taking risks when you're young. Because
Yeah, once you have kids and they're in school,
it's not as easy
then
to
it's
go.
a
yeah,
little bit hard.
exactly.
Because then you got to think, okay, now I'm taking my son or daughter away from
Their friends,
away from their friends,
family.
and maybe their grandparents or their aunts and uncles that they're close with, their cousins, and there's a lot of
No, yeah.
thought process that goes into that once you have kids.
Well, then, because you also have to look at the school districts. Which school district would they be going to? If it's even a good school district, and then there's a whole bunch of other shit to think about.
We don't have to worry about that.
That's the one thing we're not worried about.
Yeah.
I don't have. Who cares what school district it is? Don't affect me.
As long as I get good Wi-Fi reception and internet, that's all I really care about, because that's all we need to work.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, with my job, the company I worked for currently got, back in December, we were purchased by a nationwide company. So now I have an opportunity either to transfer, or they have already a lot of people working from home. So I have that option to continue to work from home, doing the same thing I am, or I have an option to transfer to a location, which is, they have a location in Raleigh.
Okay.
Raleigh and Greensboro?
Greensboro.
So you'd be working from home in Raleigh, or would you actually be going to an office?
I either one. If I'd rather work from home, if I have that option, fantastic. For what I do, I can work from home.
Right.
Yeah. See, that'd be convenient too. And again, like you said, all you need is internet.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with our phone system that we have it's
Bluetooth, right? Wireless Bluetooth.
well, no, my phone is, but the phone system that we have, can't remember what it's called, but you could be anywhere, and your extension will work directly with. So if you needed you were up here and needed to transfer somebody to me,
it would transfer right.
It would transfer right to me.
It doesn't matter whether it's hooked up in the office. It can be taken out.
Right.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's like my phone, though.
Yeah, it's like your phone.
Yeah. So my phone, I have a direct extension through my phone hookup in the Ethernet.
Yep. So it's
So
I can just work from home.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Like me, I take my phone, my extension, my computer, my monitors, and that's it.
Yeah.
It will still ring. Because I'm hooked up to the proper equipment. So.
And I think companies are supplying you with stuff, right? Like it's not like okay.
Yep.
That's kind of nice too.
You would have to take your monitor, and you would have to.
Well, yeah, I'd have to take my stuff with me. But.
Yeah, I took my stuff from the office. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I have just like it's like a box. It's a hard drive. It's a tiny mini hard drive box. I have a phone. I have 3 monitors, and I have speakers that I put up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. That's everything I need to do my job.
She looks like a hacker. All these.
I do. I look like, yeah. I do. I've got the stuff. I have multiple screens going all at the same time. So there's a lot of things I have to look at that I use every day. So.
Oh, all right. Well, that's easy enough for you guys. So you guys kind of in the same boat as us. We don't have anything necessarily tying you down. And well, at least with you guys can just move your jobs because it's all online.
Yeah, we could.
Well, I think so. Rachel, has she told you guys like she had like a bunch of like quick interviews with a bunch of school districts down in Florida?
She mentioned to me that she was talking to people. I didn't know she had interviews.
Well, it was like a half. It was like a kind of formality thing. Like you kind of talk to them for like 10 minutes or something.
No, I did not know that.
Right. Well,
I get spoken to more than she does.
Right. Well, started a fire. Didn't do that. Sorry.
Yeah, real good. Now you got me in trouble.
No,
which districts was she?
There was like 12 districts. Like they were all over all over Florida. The only thing she didn't look at, or she didn't, I guess it wasn't on the list. I think the schools that were like working with the student teaching in like Cortland, I think a lot of them were schools that are relatively new and are still looking to hire like people. So, um, that's a possibility. We'll see how any of them go. There's this one district though. I have to do research myself. It's like it's like the number one district in Florida, and it's actually right near the area where I was most interested in Florida, which was Ponte Vedra, which is right. It's like southern Jacksonville. Super nice area. And if like in the school district is like St. John's school district, something like that, and it's a super nice district, and it's a big area. I think there was like 38 elementary schools, 20 something middle schools, and like 8 or 9 high schools. So just calling all them, gotta get like information regarding that, but I think that would be a great place to go.
What about you?
What about me?
What about teaching down there for you?
That's what I just said. No, I said I gotta do research.
Is that for yourself?
Yeah, for myself. Like I'll call. I gotta call the schools and be like, hey, if you guys need any positions, I'm a phys ed teacher up at New York, or I have my certification. And then obviously, if they want to talk to me more, I'm more than happy to talk to them. But another thing too is the seasons, like the weather and stuff down south, like has more opportunity as far as coaching. I can coach like all season. This is only one season. Because football only lasts. I mean, football technically is all year in New York, but especially because of COVID too.
Do that later?
Sorry, I was looking to see where he's looking at.
Okay, but you can look later.
Oh, the attention span again. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't care.
It's like squirrel.
I had a feeling he was looking that up. It's a super nice area. I was looking at like.
Was it right on the beach?
No, well, so there is a place called Ponte Vedra Beach, or like Ponte Vedra, like the actual city is it's like at the beach, like when you look it up. But there's a whole area that's like west of it, that's like the St. John's School District, where all because it's probably only like a 20-minute drive to the beaches. So yeah.
I would say that's where
Lynn and Haley and them all landed. Yeah, right in Jacksonville area.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I see Jacksonville as like a Syracuse. I don't want to live in the city, and I don't think Jacksonville's all that great. So I'd want to live outside of it. Like, we can go to the city whenever we wanted, but like, I want to stay suburban.
I don't like the city. Period. I don't like
New
York. I don't like the city of Hartford. I don't like the city. I don't like the word city. If I gotta go into a city, I get nervous.
It's just too much, man. I just don't like it. I don't mind going to the city, but again, I always feel like there's too many people, and it's not like I'm an introvert. I just don't care to deal with people. That's like my biggest thing. Like
I hate people.
Me too.
I don't hate people.
So I told her I want to live an hour from the grocery store, up in the mountains.
What the hell? No way. Hell no.
15 minutes max is the distance I want to be.
See, I'm thinking 20 minutes max. That's my thing. Like, no way am I commuting to the grocery store. What the hell?
For the time it takes me to get from here to Newburgh to Walmart or to anything there is a good enough distance for me. It takes me about 15 minutes to get out there. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I feel like it's funny because like that when we visit, it feels so far. Because, like, we're so used to... We pull out of our development, and Wegmans is right there. Like, it's great. Okay.
Well, like I was told, when you live up in Syracuse, you're 15 minutes away from everything.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why... So, like, with the area that we live in, Liverpool, like... So, there's Baldwinsville, like, CNS, Liverpool, and then, like, those are, like, the main 3. And they're all... like relatively like 15-20 minutes away from the city, but I feel like Liverpool is in the best spot because it's 10 minutes from Baldwinsville, 15 minutes from Cicero, and then it's 15 minutes from the city. Like we're in this center.
How far are you from Pennellsville?
Pennellville, probably like a 20-minute drive. Pennellville is north.
Yeah.
Then how come you haven't gotten our cookies yet?
What?
Because Rachel doesn't know they're there.
Oh.
What?
Somebody needs to go get our Girl Scout cookies.
I'm so confused.
My sister lives in Petalville. We placed an order.
Oh,
Girls.
Rachel's supposed to go and get them.
I was never told this.
See.
So,
She talks to me more than she talks
Honestly,
to you.
she might have. Honestly, they might have. That Rachel might have said something about that. I'm not the best at listening.
So somebody might need to take a trip before they come down here in May. So at least we have our cookies.
I guess I'm gonna have to wait till May.
I know.
Well, that's fine. That's only 2 weeks away.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. We're already in April. This is insane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for the mask mandate to be lifted. Oh my god.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I know. Cuomo's never lifting that shit.
Listen, we're just getting our shots so we can travel. So
Is that a thing? Are they making it so you have to have your shot?
Some areas are, yes.
Yeah, and if you need to fly anywhere, or it's easier to have it.
Isn't it true that the vaccine, obviously it doesn't give you immunization, but it also, you can still get you can still get COVID and you can still spread it if you have the vaccine?
Listen, I'm not Dr. Fauci. I cannot answer that question.
Yeah, I don't know.
However, I'm told that if you have the shot, if you've received the vaccination and you get COVID, you do not get it as bad.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too. That's what my buddy was telling me.
There's a couple that bowl with me, and God bless the guy. He's 90 years old and he's still bowling.
Jesus.
And he doesn't bowl bad. He bowls 150s, 160s. So it's not like he's bowling under 100.
Yeah.
So, but the two of them had COVID, but they had previously got their vaccination, and they said it was just like a cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a really bad cold, a light flu, and that was it. I talked to them last night at the bowling alley because they hadn't been there for like 3 weeks. We're all wondering why.
So basically, like, I feel like what you just said, I'm just going to go off what you said. Don't come at me, people. Relax, okay? If the only reason to get the vaccine is if you don't want to have to deal with how bad COVID is.
Yeah.
But realistically,
90 years old, you would figure if you got COVID,
that's what I'm saying.
You're going to end up, unfortunately, it will kill you.
Yeah.
But two of them had their shot and they're fine.
That's great. That's wonderful. However, I'm 24 with a great immune system, and I only get sick once a year. I just got over it. I literally just got over it. I tested too. It was negative. Didn't have COVID. It was just an allergy thing and a mixture of a cold. I don't know what it was, but it was weird. But that I feel like if I were to get COVID, I think I'd be all right.
Yeah. But everybody gets it differently. I mean, look at my mom.
I know
Yeah, and I just had a guy I graduated with, and he just passed away from COVID.
Really?
Yep. 48 years old.
Somebody I know who was young, maybe in her early 50s, that I knew, from my ex-husband. I saw that she passed away. I mean, so young people, but it also depends on if you have underlying issues.
I know, there's so many things.
So really it's everything's different.
Dude, I feel like it's just the luck of the draw. And it's shitty to say that because, like, my buddy, like one of my closest friends, his family has been affected by it like so much, and none of my family members have gotten it. None of my family members have been sick. Like, I don't know anyone that is closest to me aside from my good friend that has been affected by COVID, and it's so weird because, like, at times I'm like, this shit is stupid, but then I see it affect my friend, and I'm like, I don't know, like, this is crazy.
Yeah. So really, it's But we just take it day to day, and we take precautions, and that's it. That's all we can do. But if they need to see that card, I don't want to have to worry about not having it. I want to be able to say, here you go, I've got this, leave me alone. I want to be able to do what I want to do, and
if me getting the vaccination allows me the freedom to do what I want to do, to travel, then so be it.
I need to look that, like, fact check it, whether or not, because I'm pretty sure, because my buddy does a lot of research on this, and he was saying that, like, you can still pass the, because, like, people were making a big deal, like, oh, why do I have to wear a mask if I got vaccinated? And it's because you can still give someone else the virus. And so, like, it just, I don't know. The whole shit with, like, forcing people to have it to travel doesn't necessarily make too much sense. But because if you can still give it to someone, if you're vaccinated, like, if I'm vaccinated, I can still give it to someone, but we can travel. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No.
I don't think masks are going to go away for quite some time.
Yeah, I don't either. I really don't. But
if that's,
yeah,
I think we've all kind of gotten used to them at this point.
Yeah, exactly. If the masks are the only thing we got to deal with, I'm cool with that, honestly.
I don't like being in the store with them, but sometimes it's easier to get through the store because you don't recognize people with masks. So, you can kind of get in and out of there a lot quicker because you're like, that person may look familiar, but they have a mask on, so I'm not sure who you really are.
Yeah.
So, go through the store and get your stuff done and not have to worry about it unless you really know that person.
Yeah, it's so strange. Like, you don't see anybody's face now. So weird.
No, it's like walking around a hospital all the time with people who do have masks on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
But it's everywhere.
I know.
It's just everywhere, but it is what it is, and you just deal with it. We've kind of learned to roll with it this past year. I mean, look at it's April. So this time last year, everything was shut down. There was nothing open.
No, I know, it's crazy to think that was only a year ago.
Only.
It was
felt like a long ass year. Felt really long.
It
2020 sucked.
Yeah,
it was pretty shitty.
It was the year of everything, shutting down and nothing. There was nothing to do, nowhere to go. There was if you went to the supermarket, you were lucky you found something you wanted.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bought out, or toilet paper, or paper
towel.
towel.
that whole phase, that whole shit was so crazy.
Exactly. So
people were pushing old ladies down for last TP, bro.
Yeah, and then they had to start opening the stores up earlier just for the
older people. Yeah, like
so they could get what they needed.
Oh my, so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that this conversation got pretty serious.
Yeah, it's not serious. It is what it is.
Life questions I have, and I try not to be ignorant about it because I can't say I know everything, but I also have to question it because that's just who I am. Like, you gotta question shit. You can't be a sheep. But
well, you can be a sheep. Just go you just have to take a different path.
What was?
Yeah.
Don't be a sheep.
No, what was when you're a tourist? What was that?
That article?
Yeah, the one that
I don't remember.
When we had our own business, we had a guy that was writing a blog for us on a weekly thing.
Yeah.
And the thing was, follow the sheep. I didn't. And if you read the article, it made sense. It was kind of a really cool article.
Okay.
Because if you follow the sheep, you follow everybody to go to the touristy places.
Yeah, when you're on a tourist.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Or
don't follow the sheep. Go off on
off on your own. Find your own adventure.
Find your own adventure type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm still gonna follow all the protocols. I'm still gonna follow the rules, but to an extent, I'm gonna be like, why? And if people can give me solid answers and like realistic like answers, like, okay, cool, I'm game. Like, but I don't know. A lot of it's still weird to me. Again, it's real. It's a real damn thing, obviously, but it's just like how fortunate I guess my family has been and how I like personally hasn't affected me once. I mean, other than me having to quarantine because my coworker got it, but other than that, like. That's the closest I've been to it. So.
Right. Yeah, here too.
So, guess we're just some fortunate people. But.
Yeah.
All right, I think this is a perfect segue. Got a little bit of serious at the end. Most people don't ever make it this far, but hey, if you did, shout out to you. We're hitting over a little an hour, so it was good. It was a fun podcast. Might have to get you back. Maybe the next time it'll be in person.
Okay.
Then
Yeah, we can do that.
but yeah, I appreciate you guys joining me. Finally, we were able to just sit down and do it because we had so many problems with work or whatever the hell the case was,
Yeah,
planning issues and stuff like that. But
we're not the easiest people to get tied down for,
For anything.
Yeah.
yeah, especially I mean, usually like it takes roughly an hour. The podcast might be a little shorter, but then we got set up and stuff like that. So, it's hard to like sometimes get people to get an hour window of their day, depending on like what they do. Obviously, if I wanted my friends to be on the podcast, they could just be like, all right, cool, after work or something. With you, Kristen, you work 2 jobs. Keith works from home as well, so it's a little difficult. And plus, your schedules don't always mix, so
No,
No.
not at all.
No.
exactly.
He works 7:30 to 4:30. I work 3 to 11:30.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the days off are the best.
Yeah, pretty much. That works for us.
Perfect. Well, next time, hopefully it's in person. Have a little more.
Yep.
Maybe we'll have it'll be like me, Rachel, you, and Kristen. So, and then everybody.
Oh no, that would be
That would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
It might actually get us all in trouble. So,
No.
some arguments that might happen. Someone says the wrong thing.
And we should grab her sister for that. Too.
Yeah.
Got a mediator. Perfect.
No, family interview. You could do a family interview and
perfect.
have. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Talk about the fight, about whose side of the bedroom, who was getting what side of the bedroom.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Some juicy stuff. Some Dr. Phil stuff. Got some family.
Yeah, Dr. Phil stuff. Yeah.
That wasn't Dr. Phil. That was like.
That was Maury. No, Maury.
Not Maury.
Springer.
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
Dr. Josh coming in. So
Josh.
I am not a certified doctor. All right. But everyone who is watching so far, thank you so much for staying with us. Hope you guys enjoyed the COVID talk. We don't really know shit. I'm gonna say that now. They might know some stuff, but I don't know shit. But I want to thank you guys again for joining me. Hope you guys had fun.
Did.
Did
Glad.
again.
But
Yeah.
we'll run it back at some point. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, everybody. You guys have a wonderful night. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.